Oh, that was delicious. Peanut butter, banana, and bacon. Kind of a weird combination, but if you tried it, it's actually pretty good. A little sweet and sour, salty and sweet. Anyway, just a little snack to get me going. Last video you saw, I was moving some stumps over, trying to create a little more garden area over on the other side of the yard, and got quite a bit done that day. Haven't been able to get back to it for a couple days. It's been raining off and on, and I'm hoping to get some more accomplished today. So let me get the camera turned around here and show you what I got done last time I was working on this little project. There's my pile of stumps. In the video you only saw me move a couple, but I think I'm not sure what happened to the rest of that video, but there's quite a few here. Probably made, I don't know, a dozen trips over here or so. It's quite a little pile of stumps we got moved over here, but it really cleared out a lot of the area over on the other side of the area that I need to make some room for that garden. But I'm not sure what we're going to do with this pile yet. Might just dig a hole and bury it, or leave it right there. Not sure yet, but not a concern at the moment. It's out of my way, and that's all I needed for now. So let me take over across the yard here, and I'll show you what we got planned for today. There's Ellie. How's Ellie today? You doing good? Soaking up some rays. Yeah. So this is the area that the stumps were in right here, and as I said, we got pretty much all of them moved out of the way. There was a couple that were buried under some logs over there that I couldn't quite get to, but that's fine. My goal was to basically make a little bit of room to move these rocks out of the way. And if I can get these rocks moved out of the way, I can start on moving that pile of dirt, and there's a stump behind there I'd love to start digging up and see if we can get that out of the way. And this will make a nice open area here. As I mentioned before in the last video, my goal is to create a little more garden space up in this area, move the fireplace up over here where the stumps were, and just basically kind of clean this whole area up, make more of a lawn area, a seating area where we can come out, and I'd love to put up a horseshoe pit, and we got that cornhole game that I'd like to set up over here. Just make a little area for R&R when we're got a little downtime and relaxing and whatnot. So, but for right now, I'm gonna go get the tractor fired up. I'm gonna get the tractor fired up, and we will get started on moving some of these rocks. This little pile here shouldn't be a big problem. Just a bunch of little rocks. I say little, but for the tractor it shouldn't be a big issue. And these over here are going to be a different story. There's some that I will be able to move with the tractor. Some I'll have to, well, I'm going to move them all with the tractor, but I won't be able to pick them all up. I'll have to probably try and roll like that big one right there that you see. And I don't know if I can. It's going to be an interesting test for the tractor. Anyway, I didn't move these here with the tractor. I actually moved these here with another piece of equipment I had actually rented before we got the tractor. And it was plenty big enough to move these rocks no problem. But the Mahindra 2638 is going to be put to the test today to see what we can pick up and move and what we have to literally roll over to this area here. So I'll head over and fire up the tractor, and we'll get started. So I decided some of these rocks here are pretty small. I'm not going to grab those with the grapple, just too much trouble. I'm going to put the bucket on first, and I'll move whatever I can by hand and with the bucket, just to kind of get some of the smaller stuff, and then some of the bigger ones like this one over here and some of these over here, I definitely need the grapple. And I'm going to definitely need the grapple for all of these over here. So I'm going to start off with the bucket, start getting some of these smaller ones moved out of the way, and we're going to move over here for now out of the way, and then I can clear and flatten this area out, and we'll get started on those rocks over there. Thanks for joining me today. Appreciate you watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Maybe hit the like button. Leave a comment down below. Today I'm going to be using the Mahindra 2638. And I've got the pallet forks on here now with the extensions. I had some big piece of equipment I needed to move the other day, put those on, but I'm going to take that off, go ahead and put my bucket back on over here, and then we'll go ahead and put the grapple on after that. Alright, you know, there's some things you just have to do by hand, and I don't really mind too much. Getting a little bit of exercise now and then is a good thing, especially at my age. So I'm going to just move some of these smaller rocks here by hand, and we'll get to the grapple and start moving some of these bigger ones. All right, well, that didn't take too long. Be interesting to see how much trouble the tractor has picking up this bucket of rocks. This bucket's, it's 66 inches, I think, if I remember right, which leaves me with about 3 or 4 good-sized rocks here that I can get with the grapple. Another brick over there, but I'm gonna guess I don't have to go too far. I'm just gonna move them over here. With the price of diesel over $6 a gallon now here in southern Maine, I'm not going to leave the tractor running any longer than I need to. All right, easy enough. Now I go get the grapple. All right. It's a warm one. It's only like 75, but the humidity is pretty good. I'm sweating down all over my sunglasses. All right. I'm going to pick up these rocks. It looks like there's about 4 good ones here. That's just a concrete block, but we've got to use the grapple, grab that, and then a couple bigger ones in here. Get those cleared out of the way. That wasn't too bad at all. You can see I got some of the bigger ones here, and I'm going to basically, the reason I'm not burying these or just dumping them in the woods is I'm going to use them for landscaping projects I had planned around the yard. And some of these are going to make some nice, either parts of retaining walls or just steps and whatnot, just various projects. And now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the bucket back on and just try to level this area out a little bit more. The key to today is lots of water. Actually, a little bit of Gatorade in here. It's a warm one, but it's nice.
Quit your bitching and keep going.
More rocks buried here than I knew about, I guess you'd say. Got one here. I was actually going after this one over here. That's a good sized rock right here. It's a good sized rock here, and I got another one here. So I got the backhoe backed in here. I'm gonna dig those out, and I gotta get those out of the way. Well, that's next. Well, those rocks ended up being a lot bigger than I thought. Well, at least this one here. It's a good sized rock. Yeah. Let's see if there's any more around here. Oh, another frog. I'm not hurting too many of them. Come on, buddy. Move it on. Well, yeah, I guess instead of trying to, well, easy enough to put the grapple on, but I've only got 3 to move. I'm going to try and roll these into the bucket instead of putting the grapple back on. All right, well, making good progress here. Had a few more buried rocks and some couple stumps that I still got to pull out. There's a little one over here, can't quite get with the bucket, and basically just want to turn this up. One thing for sure is once we're all done with this area, well, the garden's going to be more over in this area, but it should be nice. It looks like pretty nice soil overall, not too bad. This was all forest land when we bought this area. When we bought this property, this was all forest land area, wooded area, and this pile of dirt here is, I'm not sure if I put that there, if that's been here since we moved. Initially we hired a contractor to come in and clear out a little area for us, and it's full of, you can see it's full of stumps and, well, not stumps, but yeah, I guess there's a couple stumps in there and branches and wood, whatever. So, and there's a rock down here. So my goal is to get this pile of dirt kind of spread out over this area here. We'll fill in some of this, kind of level this out a little bit. I'll push some of these logs back up into the pile, and I like to get this whole area kind of cleaned out and leveled out a little bit more so that I can start moving these rocks over here, and I'll kind of set them up over here for now. I probably won't build the fireplace today, but if I can get them moved out of the way, then I can get started on this stump back here. And this stump is going to be a project. I'm not sure if I can, even if I can get it broken free, I don't know if I can actually move it. I might have to roll it, dig a hole and put it somewhere, I'm not sure. But making good progress. Tell you, pretty nice having this tractor, this Mahindra 2638 is really doing the job for me today, especially with the backhoe, the grapple, the bucket, all of it. Really nice to have that tool to get this done. So I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put the backhoe in here and just kind of loosen this dirt up a little bit. There's a stump right here I want to get out of the way, and then just try to push some of this stack of wood back a little bit more. And I see another stump right here in this pile of dirt. So I got some, still got some work to do, digging out, leveling this whole area out right here. We'll get this whole area leveled out, and then we can start moving some of those bigger rocks. And once those rocks are moved out of the way, then I can get to that stump. So, going good so far. Not a bad day for it. A little warm in the cab. I don't have the AC running yet. I have the back window open. Seems to be doing fine, but yeah, I think I'll get the backhoe turned around, get the tractor turned around, get the backhoe in here, and see if we can't. There's another stump right here. Yeah, we'll clear this whole area out a little bit more. Another frog. I'm in the frog relocation program today. I feel bad because I think I disturbed a little home for them, but I got to do what I got to do. I'll save what I can. This is the third one today. So we got this area pretty much cleared out, and not too bad at all. Still got a little fill to do in this area here, but basically we're gonna clean all this area up right here. But for right now, I'm gonna turn the tractor around again and use the backhoe again. I got a stump right here and a rock. I'm gonna tear this pile down. I got a feeling it's full of this junk here, wood and stumps and whatnot, branches, so I'm gonna just kind of go through it best I can, sort it out, and use what I can out of it, and kind of get this whole area cleared out. I need to get to this side of the stump over here. I'm gonna end up digging down over here, so I need to get this dirt pile gone, dig down as much as I can. So I gotta get this area cleaned up right in here, and we'll get this moved. Once we get this out of the way, I think I'll start getting some of these rocks out of the way so I can get to this stump right here. And that sounds like a plan for me. I haven't seen any more frogs. I moved 3 or 4 of them. It's probably a really good place for them down in here, but I moved them out of the way in a safe area. Alright, I'm going to get the tractor turned around here and we'll get started on this pile over here. Alright, well, my camera died just before I get that stump pulled out, but I did get that stump out. And it's in here somewhere in this mess. I think it's back here. I gotta clean this pile up, obviously, but this pile of dirt's been sitting here since 2015. The reason I know that is because when we bought the property, we hired a company to come down and do some clearing for us, and they had a pile of stumps. They said they were gonna bury out in the woods, and this is the remnants of that. And so it's been sitting here for a while. It's pretty good dirt. I got a couple good sized rocks here and some cleanup to do over here, but all in all, I got one more stump right here, and I think that was it, other than this big one right here. And this big one's obviously going to be a challenge. There's going to be a lot of digging to do, but I got pretty much just cleared out. I'm going to pull that last stump. Probably won't get to it today, but if I can get that cleared out and then finish clearing out, just clean this mess up here, level all this out, I'll go about getting those rocks out of here. It's getting late today, but good progress today for sure. Got a lot done. No problems with the Mahindra, like a dream. Love it. Works great. And yeah, so we're making good progress here. Probably going to call it. I'm going to take a break right now and probably come out a little bit later when it's a little bit cooler. It's about in the mid 80s now. Rather humid, but not bad. A little bit of a breeze, pretty nice. But yeah, we'll continue this, if not a little later today, another day. Maybe tomorrow we'll come out and get some more cleaned up. I'd really like to, well, once I get this cleaned up, this mess here I made today, just now, I will start getting these rocks moved, and that'll allow me to get to that stump. And then, yeah, once that stump's out of the way, this whole area will be nice and cleared out, and I can start leveling it out, and this will be a great area for our garden, an extension to our garden. It's got some nice soil. It's been this pile, like I said, has been decomposing for 7 years now, so not bad. Just gonna make a nice little area, and yeah. Well, thanks for joining me today. I'll continue this video a little later, or in another video. We'll keep moving along, but doing a good job with the Mahindra.